Hi and welcome to Online Appliance Tech. Today we're going to work on the newer model Samsung refrigerator with icemaker problems. So in this video we'll go over the error codes and also we'll go over the diagnostic, and then next is a low condition, which will be able to tell what state of the refrigerator's in. And this test is great for testing the LED light for your bucket, which if it's full or empty, and we're going to show you how to change the level of the water for the ice. So if you do have a non-function ice maker, I'm pretty sure this video will help you, so watch it towards the end. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a picture of the back of this ice box where the LED light is. So once you take a picture with your phone, you should see a red beam, which you can see there. So if you do have a red beam and you still have no ice, we're going to place this in diagnostic mode to see if we have any ice maker error codes, and I'll state them here later on in the video. So I'll hold these two buttons down, it'll start to blink. As you can see here, we have no error code for the ice, but if you do have an ice maker error code, it will show right here. So now let's go over all the ice maker error codes and I'll explain to you exactly what they mean. So this is error 14. Error code 14 means the ice maker fridge sensor error. So in other words, it's the sensor or the main control board that would be your problem. Error 15, this is the ice room sensor error. Same thing, it could be the main board or the sensor itself. Error code 39, this is the ice maker function error. So basically the ice maker is having a problem with maybe harvesting or so forth. Error 40, this is the ice maker FAM error. In other words, it stands for fan, so your fan would not be working. Error 61, this is your ice duct heater error. This is the heater that sends or helps the ice go to the drip pan. Error 65, this is the ice room heater error. In other words, the heater is not turning on. So say at this point you have no error codes and you do see the red beam on your auger motor. So at this point we're going to place this in low condition. This will just basically tell us the state that the refrigerator's in. So hold these two buttons down until they start to blink. And once they start to blink, you'll hit the freezer button, which is the third button down once. So this is a low condition. So as you can see here, not there is actually the top one. It should be blinking back and forth. So this little light here at the top, if I put my hand in that, this line should disappear. But in this case, this was the problem with this unit, so it's not working correctly. I will replace it and show you how it's supposed to work. So this is the auger motor assembly behind the ice maker, and this is the red light. You should have a red light like that. So if you do, that's great. And the next part, I'll show you exactly how it works. So with the beam working, you'll have these numbers right here. This is the one that will blink back and forth. So once I place my hand in front of this, that should go away, I guess you would say. And once I remove my hand, it should go back. This indicates and tells the unit when it has ice and when it does not. So this is after I've replaced it, and as you can see here, it will work correctly. So I'm going to place this back in low condition since it times out on its own. So I'll hold these two buttons down, and once they start to blink, I'll hit the third button down, which is the freezer button once. So now I'm going to place my hand in front of the LED light, and as you'll see, this lower line will disappear. See, it's blinking, but it's gone. Let me show you again. So my hand's in front and it is gone. So once I remove my hand, you'll see it will come back. So basically this will tell the ice maker when the ice bucket is full and when it's not full. So say if I do put my hand in front of the LED and the line does not disappear, that means that this is the defected auger motor assembly, which the LED light comes all together. So now I'm going to show you how to change the temperature for ice harvesting. So hold these two buttons down, and then once they start to blink, you'll press the top one once. Then you'll hit the fridge button until you get to number 35. Before changing the code, let me explain to you what they mean. So once again, this is for changing the temp for dropping of the ice, in other words, harvest mode. So say if it's set to drop at 5 degrees Fahrenheit, you can change it to drop at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. And for example only, say the temperature room inside the ice bucket is 7, you can change it to 9 degrees Fahrenheit for faster ice. So now let's go over all the codes and what they mean. So code 0 means you'll change it basically to 8.6 Fahrenheit. Code 1 is 10.4 Fahrenheit. Code 2 is 12.2 Fahrenheit. Code 3 is 14 Fahrenheit. Code 4 is 6.8 Fahrenheit. Code 5 is 5 Fahrenheit. Code 6 is 3.2 Fahrenheit. And code 7 is 1.4 Fahrenheit. So to select the code needed, you'll just hit the door alarm until you go in sequence. As you can see here, I'm going 1 through 7 on the codes, and this is how you select the code that you want to set the temperature to for the ice harvesting. So now let me show you how to change the temperature in the ice room itself. So you'll hold these two buttons down, and once they start to blink, you'll hit the fridge button once. And then you'll hit the fridge button again until you go to number 34. And then at the bottom on the door alarm button, you'll select the code that you want to change it to. So let me give you an example of how we use the ice room temp changing table in correspondence with the ice harvesting temp 2. So say if this is 5 degrees Fahrenheit, I can change it to 1 degree Fahrenheit to make the room colder. So say I can change the drop-in temp of the ice to 8.6 and change the ice room to 7 for faster ice harvest. In other words, if the room is at 7 degrees Fahrenheit and I change the ice drop-in temp to 8.6, it should have no problem harvesting that ice more often than say if it had to get down to say 5 degrees Fahrenheit for harvesting, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go over the code value for the ice room temp. So 0 equals 0 Fahrenheit. Code 1 equals -1 Fahrenheit. Code 2 equals -2 Fahrenheit. Code 3 equals -3 Fahrenheit. Code 4 equals -4 Fahrenheit. Code 5 equals -5 Fahrenheit. Code 6 equals -6 Fahrenheit. Code 7 equals -7. Code 8 equals 1 Fahrenheit. Code 9 equals 2 Fahrenheit. Code 10 equals 3 Fahrenheit. Code 11, 4 Fahrenheit. Code 12 equals 5 Fahrenheit. The next part is the water level for your ice maker. So sometimes your ice cubes are not as big as they used to be. So what you do is you hold these two buttons down, and once they start to blink, these two, you'll hit this fridge once. You'll select number 32, and this is your code. And here are the codes and the meaning and how much water you're adding. So the recommended code, I believe they have it set on is 1. So say if you just want your cubes to be a little bit bigger, I would just try number 2. And then say if they're still not as big as you like, go to number 3. In other words, I would just go one at a time because you don't want to put too much water in there where it overflows your ice maker itself. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you could please just hit that like button, that would help me out a lot. And please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of these videos. And thank you and have a good day.